On April 15th, 6th grade students went to MCLA. During their trip, they visited 6 different workshops.
All right, stand back. See you later. What we have, though, right here, I have something that I'm going to show you, but I want to ask you all, do you think you guys are chemists? No. No? Right? But I think you are. Do you guys like to cook? Do you guys like to cook?
Yeah.
A little bit?
I like to bake.
You like to bake? So you like to make chocolate chip cookies?
Yeah.
You guys are actually doing a chemical reaction, if you didn't know that, right? So you guys are all little chemists already. Okay? What I have here, though, is I have some methanol. Anybody heard of methanol before? Methanol is actually the fuel that's used in Indy cars. Okay, so it burns. It doesn't burn very hot.
Next is stepping group, teaching you how to step dance. Spring break, Danielle and some of her classmates went undersea.
It's going to get really affected and hurt a lot, and no one wants to do that. These little guys weren't too bad. They're pretty prickly, but they weren't as bad as the big ones. We did not see any of these. We were not deep enough water for that. But it is actually not a whale or a shark. It is the biggest fish that exists, though. And what do you think these guys eat? Plankton. That's it. That's all they eat, is these little tiny microscopic creatures and nothing else. And you can see the scuba diver next to them, they're huge. And they live only on plankton. So,
in the TV studio, we have increased a lot of our technology lately. And in this workshop, the kids were able to work as anchors, cameramen, and sound checkers.
We go on the air and we do our live announcements for about 10-20 minutes or so. Cool. And then we make a show every couple of weeks and hopefully more. You know, it's just weird. November was the first time we ever did work.
Yeah.
So I think it's pretty cool.
Oh, that's awesome. That's great. Okay, I need a timekeeper. Who would like to be my timekeeper here? Normally this is where everybody's hand goes up. Who would like to be, what's your name? Yeah. Joe. Have a seat at that chair right there, Joe. Joe, what you're going to do is, you see the clock counting down? Yes. Every time it gets to an even minute, you're going to yell out 7 minutes. When it gets to 6:00, you're going to yell out 6. Good man. All right.
Actual TV, you don't have to memorize everything, you don't need to make it up. They actually have it all on scripts that you gotta read. The hard part is you gotta be able to read it without anybody know you're reading. Does anybody else want to get on these other 2 cameras here?
Yeah, dog. I'll use that.
Anybody want to try giving these scripts a try? It's a lot hard.
On April 13th, another group of 6th grade students went to Berkshire Community College and visited a series of short interactive workshops.
Good morning. As Tina mentioned, I am the president of Berkshire Community College, and I'm really pleased to be here today to welcome you to Berkshire Community College and on behalf of everybody here at the institution. You're part of something very special here that's going on all across Berkshire County this week. This week, every 6th grader in Berkshire County will visit a college. Some are here at Berkshire Community College, some are going to Williams College, some are going to MCLA, and some are going to Bard College at Simon's Rock. But this week, every 6th grader in Berkshire County will visit a college. And you may wonder why. Why are we doing this? And the answer is very simple. It's because going to college has become very, very important. Everybody knows now that most of the jobs that are going to be created in the future, no matter what you want to do, no matter what you think you are going to have as a career, college is going to have to be part of that preparation for that kind of work. And so it's very important that everybody think about going to college, even when you're in the 6th grade. At this point, how many of you are thinking about going to college? That's great. And hopefully, as a result of today's visit, even more of you will think about that as well.
Ready, nurse? Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm John, Dr. John, the career doctor here. Tell me, what do you think a career is? Can anybody tell me? Yes. A job you do. For how long? A long time. Your life? Who said your life? Yes, your lifetime. How long do you guys think you're going to be living? Forever. You're waiting to see the doctor. All right. An animal trainer. Wait, you guys are supposed to jump up on this thing. Never mind, you'll jump up on it. A computer programmer. CSI, Pittsfield, a forensic technician.
Biology and environmental courses here. So one of the classes I teach has these students in that back there and over here. We're teaching ornithology this week. In fact, today is ornithology. What's ornithology? Anybody know? This animal. How are turtles born? Who said eggs? Yes, they come out of. And what does the mother make a big nest like this?
No.
Where does she put her eggs? Do you know?
Deep in sand, she buries them.
Well, how deep in sand? That's a good question. How deep in sand does a turtle bury her eggs?
2 feet.
2 feet?
3 inches.
Guess what? We're much closer. How long do you think the hind legs of this turtle? 2 inches. That's as deep as these turtle babies go.
Okay. Next, my name is Michelle Darrell, and I am a physical therapist. And what I've got up here on the wall are pictures of physical therapists doing all kinds of physical therapy. What you will see is everything from therapists working with newborn babies to people who are at least 100 years old. There's actually somebody in here who's 102. We work in all kinds of areas. Anybody have any ideas where you might find a physical therapist? Where would you find them?
In Williamstown.
In Williamstown? Okay, there's some PTs in Williamstown.
Springfield.
Yeah. How about types of places?
Oh. Yeah.
There's a physical therapy place behind the Rite Aid.
Okay, but what kind of people do we work with as physical therapists?
Like people who as physical therapists, like people who hold something or sprain something.
Right, so maybe people who have problems with their muscles or bones. Anything else?
I can tell you. Yeah, your hands do red. Maybe they just naturally like this. Yeah, they're just naturally.
You can imagine that if somebody's muscles are really weak and they can't do this on their own, I can turn this on and I can say, no, you work with it to try to get strong, you know? And then when you get strong enough that you can do it on your own, we don't need the machine anymore. You okay? Okay.
trauma. You fall on the floor.